how to remove the subtle roots of desires. Lord Krishna teaches in chapter number 2, verse 59. Visaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Visaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina. Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Those who restrain from pleasure of senses, they get rid of the desire superficially, but rasa or real pleasure, subtle pleasure, one rejoices, and that can be removed by experiencing the bliss of self. Animals don't have the intellect. They enjoy everything in the present, so they don't have cravings like we do. After we enjoy, we want to repeat it. So even we restrain ourselves, we subconsciously remember the pleasure of it. Suppose you gave up coffee. You don't drink coffee, but still you have subtle desire for it. Smell of coffee can stimulate you to go back to drinking coffee. So this is what means rejoicing the real subtle pleasure of it. Yogi Patanjali also says that you can remove the pleasures temporarily. You can restrain. You can remove the attachment, cultivate vairagya, like drashta anusravika vishaya vistrushnasya vashikara sangnya vairagya. Seen and heard pleasures we can remove. That is primary renunciation. But true renunciation comes tatparam purusha khyate guna vaitrushnam. The real renunciation comes, like a deep attachment is removed by experiencing the bliss of the self. When you experience the bliss of the self, then the pleasure of the senses and mind look insignificant. After experiencing the sunshine, candlelight becomes insignificant. Same way, after experiencing the joy of self, other attractions are removed. Until then, the desire remains. In Upanishads, they describe, in a Vedanta philosophy, to restrain the senses, they recommend 6 things: Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhan. First is the Shama. Shama means preparing the mind. Dama means controlling the senses. So prepare the mind instead of simply controlling the senses. Then you will succeed. Then comes poise. Titiksha means forbearance. Shraddha means faith. And Samadhan means surrender. So primary discipline is to retrain the senses with understanding of the mind, then you can get some mastery. But no matter how much mastery you get, you have to replace one pleasure for another. So you can get from destructive pleasure to constructive pleasure. Instead of attraction to coffee, you can drink fresh juice. But still, all this replacement cannot end until we find true joy by experiencing the true self. That means in meditation you experience true self, true joy, and then you have no more desire or attraction for fleeting pleasure of the senses. This is how we gain the mastery. First, physical control, use the mind along with it, and experience deep peace in meditation.